Welcome back, everyone. We're going to continue previewing, and then I'm going to give you my reviews on the upcoming Incredible Hulk Heroclix set. Here we have John Jameson, number 8 in the set. It's a common, 39 points. Spider-Man team ability, so it's wild card. He has a trait. When a friendly character named She-Hulk is adjacent to him, they both modify their attacks by +1, if not modified by another effect. Basically, this is the guy that's going to be able to alter ego into Man-Wolf. That's what you get at the end of the dial. Other than that, you get a little bit of toughness and super strength. You're really going to just be in there, maybe take a hit or two, possibly get something good, and then switch over to the Man-Wolf. Nothing much here to say. You can use wild card maybe to get some stuff here, but Avengers, Celebrity, and Soldier are the keywords. And the duo is probably the other, the married duo trait is probably the only other benefit you're going to have with him. So that's something you might want to try. Other than that, it's going to be alter egoed into Man-Wolf. And here we have Man-Wolf, animal, cosmic, monster, number 9 in the set. It's a common, 2-point values, 94 points if you play him at full, and 39 is when he alter egos and to the end of his dial in the last 3 clicks. He has charge, run and shot, and then charge, and then leap climb. We have some blades, and we have a special attack power. Man-Wolf can use penetrated psychic blast as if he had a range of 6 and possesses the power cosmic team ability, which is amazing. So on clicks 3 and 4, he's got run and shot, power cosmic, range of 6 for using psychic blast, invulnerability of 17, and perplex with 3 damage. That is really, really good for only 94 points. It's actually one of, if not one of the only figures under 100 points that has power cosmic. That's just off the top of my head, but power cosmic tends to be expensive, so even though it's only for 2 clicks, it's really good, and that you can use that under 100 points. Really good. Starting off with charged blades, 16 super senses. It's going to be a brawler up front, but nothing like too powerful and like overpowering. I think most of this guy's points are going to be on the power cosmic clicks, so get some good stuff there. So let's keep on going. Here we have Lyra, I believe as you say it. We have 3 keywords, and it's number 16 in the set, uncommon, 88 points, no team ability. See, what do we get here? We get a charger, super strength, 18 invulnerability, and we have a special damage. If Lyra has no action tokens when she makes an attack, you can use probability control with that attack. So that's awesome. So when you make your first attack with her, you can prob it, and with an 11 attack, super strength, and charge, 3 damage, you're probably going to be doing 5 damage, and it's going to stick unless they roll their impervious or super senses, but so that's really good. I like that, the prob. Other than that, you're going to get into the dial will low down, slow down with the toughness, then 16s and 15s. Really, you're paying for her first click here and the first 4 clicks of the damage power where she can roll probability. Other than that, you're pretty much getting a basic figure with the stats are not very good, but I would say the first 4 clicks are definitely playable. After that, you're kind of she's gonna go down really fast. But I like the first click. For 88 points, you're definitely getting something really worth it for the first click. I love being able to have those stats and be able to prob it to make sure it sticks. So that's really, really good. And then here's just a picture I got of Ka-Zar and Shauna. That's a saber-toothed tiger, that is his pet, and on the dial here it's 5 range into duo, and the other one has a trait and it looks like it is a rare, but don't know much about them, but it's kind of like a Tarzan kind of figure, really, in a way. So that's pretty cool. So now on to the really cool figures. This is Matt Murdock, which turns into Daredevil. So if you look at the dial, the last 2, the alter ego over, you kind of get the idea there. We have super senses throughout the dial besides the last click, and then we have a special damage. Murdock can use Outwit. He can use it normally, or he can target a character of 75 points or less within 6 squares if he uses to counter Outwit, Perplex, or Stealth. So without line of fire. So basically anybody under 75 points within 6 squares of him, he can outwit their Outwit, Perplex, or Stealth, and he doesn't have to see them. I mean, there could be a wall between them, and he can outwit those 3 powers if you're under that amount of points. So that's really, really nasty, and that's just the alter ego. When you change him over to Daredevil, he gets better. So that's really cool. And here's one of the versions of Daredevil. It is 21 in the set's uncommon, martial artist, Marvel Knight. He has a trait. Daredevil ignores shape change and stealth. He can, you know, he's blind, so that he doesn't really care if you're hiding or not, because he can see through it, you know, so that's really good. He starts with a charge, which is really good because most of the Daredevils we have leap climb and stuff. There might be one with charge that starts off, but this one's really good with that. He does have a damage special, super senses, and whenever he successfully uses super senses to an evade attack, deal an adjacent opposing character 1 damage. So if you attack him and he rolls super senses, you click a damage. The way it's worded here, though, you could, if you had toughness or, you know, something that reduces damage, you would not take it. But if you don't have anything that reduces damage, you will take that click of damage. And he also starts off with Outwit. Second click, same thing pretty much, but we have Close Combat Expert to do 4 damage. And then his third and fourth clicks, he gets Combat Reflexes and Flurry, so that's really nice. And then the next 2 clicks, we get the same defense power with super senses, and then Outwit, and then close, you know, but then we got Leap Climb. He's only got 4 range, so he's going to be a really up close character though. But that, you know, I like this one a lot, and it looks like on his 4th click is where he alter egos over. So you would get Flurry and Combat Reflexes with 2 damage to 10 attack. His stats are really good though, and he's only 75 points, so I like that. That might be our cheapest modern age Daredevil, so that's really good. He does have only 2 keywords and no team ability. So here we have another Daredevil. It's Martial Artist, Mystical Ruler in the hand, number 31 in the set, and it's a rare. And he has Mystic's team ability. Now this is really awesome. This is the version from Shadowland. I didn't really read that comic, only just a little bit from like side issues from other comics that I've been reading, but it was pretty cool. I just don't really read a ton of extra Marvel books, but anyways, it's really cool. Design what we have here for a click starts off with Leap Climb, Super Senses, and 3 damage. He does have a damage special, which is Daredevil can use Exploit Weakness, Leadership, and Shape Change. All really good stuff here. He's kind of the leader, ruler of, you know, the hand at this point. So that's really good. I love the Mystics. It's definitely going to make it very interesting to have a Daredevil with Mystics, but I'm willing to try it out. Looks pretty cool. Then on the second click, you get a special attack. Friendly characters with the hand, keyword modify their attacks by +1 when attacking a character of a lower point value than themselves. So that's really good. Play a bunch of hand characters and they'll get a bonus with him on the field. I think though what you wanted, they're going to probably come out with more hand figures because we don't have a ton of them. So I'm expecting that we're probably going to get at least a couple generic hand figures or some figures that have hand as a keyword to help this guy out and make a little army. But if you look at the dial though, it's pretty basic other than the Mystics and those couple special powers though. Super Senses and Toughness, that's what you're going to get, and then Exploit Weakness. So that, you know, even with the 2 damage, Exploit Weakness goes through, so that's really good. And it ends the click with the special damage as well. Like this one quite a bit. Mystic is going to be very interesting, under 100 points, so that's going to be really nice. And he also has some mind control too, so that's very interesting for Daredevil. And it looks like on the 5th click is where you alter ego over and you have the special attack and 16 toughness and mind control. Not too bad. And then here we have the Red King, Armor Ruler, 186 points, number 44 in the set. It is a super rare. It's probably going to be one of the last super rares in the set. I'm guessing on this. The set is actually going to be smaller, but then there's going to probably be a bunch of hulked out characters, like hulked out Iron Man, Captain America, Iceman, and stuff like that, so that we've seen Wolverine. And there might be 10 of those. I don't know, but supposedly I've heard that, and that would explain why, you know, we have a super rare at number 44. That's typically a rare. And I think I've even seen even super rares even lower than 44, up to like 30 something. So it's very different. That's really, so I'm thinking that we're probably going to have a bunch of those hulked out figures, so possibly one per brick, but that's all speculation. So let's get in the dial here. He has a trait, Gigantic Reach. When this character is given an action that includes a close combat attack, all squares with a range of 3 and a line of fire are considered adjacent. Okay, so it's a giant, and he can make ranged close combat attacks from 3 away. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. And we have Charge, Blades, and Impervious on that first click. 8, 11, 19, 3. That is incredible. 19 Impervious. I love that. That's going to be nasty. And he's a giant. There's one thing that I do not like about him, but it makes sense. He starts off really good, but then ends terribly. So his last 4 clicks are gonna just go down really fast. And he has 1, 2, 3 clicks of 9 and 2 clicks of 8, and his movement also shrinks as much, you know. So, but the first 6 clicks, though, are really strong with Impervious and Invulnerability, so that's going to be a really big thing. He does have a special damage power. All damage dealt to Red King, all damage dealt by Red King causes knockback. When the knockback path of a character knocked back in a way is stopped by another character, deal both characters 2 knockback damage. So if it happens that you knock someone into another person, that's going to do some big damage. So that's going to be awesome. You know, I could rate this figure a little bit higher for that, but what are the chances of that happening? It's possible, but it's not something that you can really plan. And he does have Charge, where you could probably position into that, but it's going to be on his 4th and 5th clicks. So it's not like you can just get to it really easy. And this figure does not have Indomitable. So it could, you might have to push him off his 19 defense if you really want to get in there. And you don't have super strength. So you potentially only going to do 3 damage with a figure that has 186 points. That's a lot of your points. And he doesn't have a lot of keywords either. But with Blades, you do have the potential to roll a 6. But that's potential that you may or may not get. And I don't know if you're willing to risk that. You know, different play styles. But the defense stats are really good, and your attack stats are pretty good on the front part of your dial. I think this is a pretty cool looking figure, though.